Okay, good morning, my name is Adam Whittle from Billingsgate Seafood Training School, and just going to say a few words about sustainability and try and focus on some of the key things that you need to consider when considering a selection of seafood that you might choose. Just to run through the products that we have on the lid box here, we've got some lovely ringneck caught sardines from the South West, also known locally as pilchard, but it's just a large mature sardine. A great alternative for a white fish, as an alternative to the cod that we so often have on our plates, still in good supplies in the North Sea, is the coley or the save. One of the species we're particularly starting to promote actively at the seafood school is the cuttlefish, a great alternative, sustainably caught in pots and traps around the southwest and the channel. The cuttlefish here, particularly inky, but I'll do my best to show you some of the characteristics of the cuttlefish here. Slightly thicker flesh than the squid, and say caught in a very selective fishing method, similar to lobster pots or traps, baited on the seabed, which attracts the cuttlefish into there. Then we have the Dover sole, caught from the channel. Marine Stewardship Council certified fishery in Hastings. That's a really important fishery and a nice selective fishing method. So what makes these products sustainable? The key thing when you're considering sustainability is to think about initially how much fish is actually being taken from the stock supply, the selectivity of that fishing gear. So for example, using methods like line caught or static set nets rather than trawl nets is a selective fishing method that makes it inherently more sustainable, because you're only taking out the target species that you want to. And then you've got to think about how the product is actually being handled. Is it going to be transported halfway around the world, frozen in the UK, European waters, just squeezed in, just watch the porter behind us? For example, there's a crazy situation where a lot of langoustine, the scampi, is caught in the North Sea, frozen, shipped across to China, peeled, frozen again, and then brought back into the UK. Is that sustainable? That's sort of the third aspect. So you have the selectivity of the fishing method, the stock size of fish availability, and the carbon footprint. So those are the three main things that we consider when identifying whether in our mind a stock is particularly sustainable. It does vary from year to year, so there are some help that you can use. The Marine Conservation Society, the MCS, publishes a good fish to eat line, or fish online is the resource to use there. When we go upstairs later on today, we're going to be focusing on the Marine Conservation Society as a barometer for that traffic light system, where they advertise fish as being green, amber or red, and so particular species from different fisheries will have that signposting. Another organisation to be aware of is the Marine Stewardship Council. They certify sustainable fisheries. So for example, the Dover sole fishery from Hastings is a Marine Stewardship Council certified fishery, and that would harness the power of the consumer to ask for Marine Stewardship Council certified products. They've got a blue logo with a fish and a tick there, which is highly recognisable, and they would certify individual fisheries. Other organisations who publish some fantastic resources include the Seafood Choices Alliance, who have collaborated with Sustain, the Marine Conservation Society and Marine Stewardship Council to promote the Good Catch agenda. And there's a fabulous resource. If you needed further information, goodcatch.org.uk highlights all the information together in a very easy, manageable format, which I wholeheartedly recommend you to.
Great. Thank you very much.
Okay, pleasure.